Hi everyone, it's the 14th of May and this is the weekend video update by Trading Channels. I'm Burak. We always start with S&P 500 contract, the continuous contract. So that red support rail is holding at the moment. We had the break of that blue support and we got a back test, so short term it's bearish. But obviously if this red support holds and we have another ride to clear this green resistance, then I think it's going to get to that golden top band, and at 4,200 we break that golden top band. There's still at 4,250 very significant resistance. I think that's like a potential resistance right there. That top band is going to become the top band of the purple bull flag. But it may get completely ignored. We'll find out when it gets there, and the level for that is 4,250-ish. So to the downside, clearly that red support rail has to break, has to be broken. So Monday and Tuesday are very, very important. This action is bearish. The red supports break and its back test is bearish. You can see perfect breakout and back test by the close of Friday. And if it wants to rally, it has to go up. And if it comes to the red, bounces and then breaks to the downside, that turns things, at least for the short to medium term, bearish. Would it come all the way to the previous lows of March, like 3,800? Maybe. But yeah, it has to break this golden support rail as well for that to come to 3,800 one more time. But to decide, we also check out other markets. But before that, let's have a look at the June contract on ES. The golden resistance has to be broken. As I said, let's have a look at this. So this blue support is broken and back tested, exactly as the continuous, obviously. And we have this support right there. So this is the red support that I showed on the continuous, okay? So this red bull flag was broken and back tested. This was the second back test. Again, that green resistance has to be broken. That rail has to be broken for more upside. This next week is going to be very, very critical. On the SPX cash index, the golden bull flag, right? That 6 hour. This is the 6 hourly chart. That's a major bull flag with so many touches on the top, and it was broken and back tested several times. So you can see bottom band, the top band. This giant bull flag has already been broken and back tested, which means to me it's a very long-term bull flag that has been broken to the upside. This gives me hope for the bull case, but we have to watch out for Dow Jones and NASDAQ as well, which I'm going to cover in a few minutes. So on the short term SPX, you can see that red bull flag was broken. That was bullish. It failed to get to a new high. So this red bull flag, after it was broken right there, it still has this purple resistance. The purple support is broken. So the chop continues. For a break to the upside, it has to get beyond 4,190, 4,200. Okay, this is the cash CFD, the cash index on the SPX. So let's have a look at the cash Dow Jones. Long term, at the moment, this golden bull flag was broken. That giant bull flag was broken much earlier than the others. Okay, broken, back tested, and another back test. And then we also formed a smaller bull flag, which was broken, back test, and this is another back test. Obviously, the red uptrend was forced to break, and that is not good. You can see here 1, 2, 3 touches. This is the fourth touch. It couldn't form and break out of the black bull flag. The blue one was broken, but at the moment, the black top band has to be broken too, which would be around 33,400 or so. So if it can break that, and if it stays inside this red uptrend, it's damaging it at the moment. So at the close of Friday, it was already quite damaged. But you can see here that golden support, the golden bull flag, its back test is also holding. So there is fierce fighting between bulls and bears here. NASDAQ had broken this purple bull flag right at the top. It pulled back. It's now broken. You can see it's back tested. So this giant bull flag was broken. I don't like this sort of bull flag breakouts because it should have pulled back and then a break to the upside. So pulled back properly and then break. So I wouldn't find it very reliable, this purple one. We have the blue support right there, the blue resistance. It looks like a wedge. The top band wasn't tested properly, but it may. So this blue support, and we also have, I think we have a gap somewhere here, right there. You can see there is a gap. Okay, so if this blue support breaks and the green resistance was broken and back tested, and by the close of Friday it was trying to break that green support to the downside, and if this blue one breaks as well, it may come down all the way to 12,980 or so, at least to fill this gap. Okay, so the real break obviously would be the red one. You can see that red support was broken several times, back tested. Anything beyond 13,500, 500 or 600, more like 600, then I think NASDAQ is going to start a giant rally for a couple of weeks before it starts a pullback. So this red one is a very significant resistance. So again, I am still undecided. It looks bullish, but short term there is still some action to prove that we have to, to prove that we are in a new bull market. On the Dow Jones, I forgot to mention this green support, resistance 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that is a giant resistance to be taken out. All right, so you can see here, 1, 2, 3. This was almost 4th, 5. So 3, 4, 5 touches already on that green resistance, and anything beyond 34,100 is going to start a major breakout, but it's not there yet. All right, Russell, that red resistance was tested 6 times. This is the CPI spike on, I think that was Thursday, and news action makes a false break. And obviously this golden channel, this little golden channel, it's not so little, but it's still there. It has to be broken to the upside. First the red and then the golden top band. Okay, the golden top band may still hold just around 1780, come back down and then a break to the upside. That would be a bull flag breakout. Clearly the blue resistance, so you can see the blue supports are holding right there, and the blue top band. So the blue top band's break would open the way for 1900, but at the moment there is still fierce fighting as well here. FTSE, it back tested the red broken resistance right there. The golden bull flag is broken, even though this was a fake. It came down to touch a new low, and now it's gone back to the blue resistance, that 3-touch resistance. By the close of Friday, it was already rallying, and if this blue resistance breaks, that's a textbook 3-touch resistance. If it does break, the level for that is 77.70. If it does break, the green top band would be the next. So the green bottom band, the green top band, come back down, and then a break to the upside. Clearly, that red resistance has to be broken too. That's 3-touch resistance has to be broken, and if it does that, then we have 8,000 in the books. DAX, we had bought this one. We came all the way here. We closed it at the highs. It came down again. We bought it at the blue support. It moved on. Now it's forcing that golden resistance, and then the blue one will be broken too. DAX and FTSE are looking much more bullish than the others, and it has been the case for quite some time. So that was the double support, that red one together with the green. That is a perfection. The green top band, it would be the obvious target as 16,100. Okay, if this golden and blue, so this is, you can see an opening wedge, it has to be broken to the upside. I'm still holding the half long on DAX. TLT is moving inside this black bull flag, and there is a little bull flag inside the black, that red one. Okay, and we also have a major, so I'm going to show you on the weekly. You can see that blue support has become resistance, and the purple one. So that purple, the blue, the red, the black, they are all lined up at 109. I think anything beyond 109 would be a massive breakout, at least to take it to the green top band, maybe a pullback, and then a break to the upside. This is TLT. This is a 10-year note. It is still inside the green downtrend. That is a textbook downtrend. It is inside the golden bear flag, so it all looks bearish. For the bullish side, it has to break this level, that golden plus green with a spike, and the level for that is 117.25. If it moves beyond 117.25, then rates are going to start falling big time. This is a giant bull flag in the making. Oil is inside, is under this blue resistance. Okay, it had a big, let me put this on the 2 hourly to show it a bit more clearer. That green support right there. Okay, this was a fat finger. It came down to touch the previous lows, and it recovered very fast, and it came all the way to the blue top band. All right, that blue resistance, or I may even argue like that's a kind of a rail right there, has to be broken for more upside on oil. If this blue support breaks, which I think it may, then we may see another move to 65. This is Brent oil. That green resistance couldn't be broken. The green support held, you can see here, all the way down, and that was the target actually after the break of that purple support, back test, and it came down. And I had mentioned that this opening wedge, okay, that red resistance there, this green support, if it does hold, and I thought, and I was quite hopeful that it would, and we saw a big bounce. So obviously this green resistance has to be broken. This is a diverging wedge. So if it can be broken, I think the minimum target for Brent oil is 80. This is natural gas, June contract. On Friday we had a spike, so the golden top band was broken. First, initially it held, second time it held, and now it's broken. It could be, I didn't check it, but it could be some inventory reports. But the the blue support, the blue channel is still intact. Okay, so it could be a spike, a temporary spike before it comes down again. I still believe it's going to come down all the way to below to 180 one more time. This is the June contract. I'm talking about the continuous channel, and the blue top band is getting tested. It's like the rail is getting tested. So I think there is serious resistance here. I mean, if it does reverse, it may come down all the way to 150 even. And the obvious target for my long-term view, the obvious target is the red bottom band, which is at 135. And it's almost, kind of the same level of the 2015 low, 2020 low. We may see another low at 135, and from there we buy. Gold, it tested that black top band. Okay, so I'm going to show you right there. Okay, that black top band held at 270, 275. Okay, that was a spike to the upside and reversed. Perfect double resistance, which is the red one, the red top band, you can see, and the black, and that was the target once this green resistance was broken. It came down for a back test at 2000, big bounce, and it coming down again. So it's a very critical level here. It's either going to hold, that red support is going to hold together with the green and the blue. You can see that blue support is holding, and we break the blue resistance and get to 275 one more time. On the bearish side, if we break 1990, I think it's going to slide big time. So very, very precarious days at the moment for gold. Silver is the same story. It has already come down quite a bit, and I'm not going to show the blue bull flag, but there was not bull flag. There was an uptrend here. It was broken. It cleared this golden support zone, and it is now back testing this red giant bull flag at 24. So it's holding at the moment right there, just below 24. It touched 23.90, I think, but you can see it bounced off that red support for now. Clearly it has to get to that golden resistance and possibly break it to the upside to get to 27.50, which is the green top band minimum target, and the golden top band, the very golden top band, is at 30. Okay, that would be a major resistance. I think it may turn out to be a major resistance. This is the silver continuous, futures continuous chart. Okay, platinum is a troublemaker for me. Yeah, I'm admitting, because that red major bull flag was broken and back tested, deep back test here. It's coming down for a back test again. So we have the blue uptrend or potential uptrend, and I thought it's going to get all the way to the blue plus black, that like a double resistance at 1180, but it reversed already. And what else do we have here as a potential support? It's now at 1050 again, and it's coming closer to that golden plus blue double support. So here I'm going to remove this one. Okay, so that red major bull flag was broken. Okay, you can see here that giant bull flag from the highs of 2020. This giant bull flag is broken, back tested, and it's going to get back tested here one more time. So it's going to touch that golden plus blue, and I'm hoping it will hold, get to the golden top band and break it to the upside. So we'll see how this unfolds. Okay, this is copper. The break of that black support and the blue right there, that was a double support. It broke, and you can see it came very hard all of a sudden. That black plus blue, when it broke at 380, 382, the only hope for copper here is the green. This is the resistance, this is the support, right? On its own, this could count as a bull flag, but it shouldn't break this green support for more upside. This is a very, very critical support here. If it does break, then it may even drop all the way to, I don't know, 250 really. So very, very clear, if it wants to form a giant bull flag, it would come all the way to below 250 if this one doesn't hold. So it's damaged, obviously. Okay, so we'll see. This is euro. Very precarious level here. I thought euro is going to get to 112.50 after break out of the blue bull flag. You can see it was broken, back tested several times. Now the blue channel, the bull flag, is broken back into on Friday. The green bottom band is not holding. The only hope for euro is the red bottom band, which may break, and if it does break by maybe at the open or on Monday, then I think it's going to slide pretty hard. And obviously the golden sideways channels break, and the black, you can see that black bull flag, yeah, that is a bull flag broken and back tested. They all failed, so the bullish case for euro had failed. Pound sterling is the same story. I thought it would come all the way to the purple top band, at least at around 127 right there. It didn't get to that purple top band, and it already reversed. The red bull flag was broken and backtested. So on the objectively, it's still looking bullish. That red bull flag, it was broken, backtested 3 times before it moved to higher prices. Now the fact that this green support is broken, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's broken, you can see the blue support rail and the red, that the minimum, I mean, it should get to 24, but then the blue and red they have to hold for another rally. That's the only way pound sterling can climb back up. US dollar Japanese yen looking very bullish here, and the reason is very clear. The red bear flag is breaking to the upside. Okay, this was the CPI spike to the down, and it touched the red bottom band. I mean, a little bit damaged, obviously, but you can see it's now breaking to the upside, and which is extremely bullish, because when a bear flag, you can see this bull flag was broken. This golden resistance zone held at around 137.50, came down for a backtest on the golden bull flag, and it rallied, but it didn't come back down again by breaking the red bear flag. So it's basically breaking it to the upside. And I think from here, it's going to rally all the way to 137.50 one more time. The major channel on DXY, US dollar index, the purple bull flag, or excuse me, yeah, it's actually a bull flag in the making, was in the making, and it's now poking out. Yeah, and also the blue bear flag is broken to the upside, which means US dollar is rallying from here, unless this is a fake. So I think what becomes of Monday, okay, is very important. If we see a follow through with this breakout, then US dollar is out of this large bull flag, and we may get at least 107.50, possibly 110. And obviously this wouldn't be very good for the general market. When US dollar is rallying, it's usually bad for metals. I mean, usually, I'm not saying all the time. They are not all the time coupled. And also the general market, there has been so many cases when US dollar and equities rally together, but we'll see. At the moment, US dollar is looking very strong. This is Aussie dollar. That golden top band was the target when it cleared this red resistance. And this was like, I gave it to you when it broke, when it was at just below 67. I said 68 is the target. That golden top band is broken, excuse me, it held 4 touches, and the green channel is broken to the downside, and that is perfect. Break, back test, and it came down. So these are all extremely technical moves, and you can see that green channel was broken to the downside, perfect channel, and now it's back testing the red broken resistance. And I don't think these are, like, initially when it gets back test, yes, they may be very reliable, but after a new high, it comes for a back test, that's not really very reliable. All right, the golden channel is a bear flag, that golden channel, and if it does break, I think Aussie is going to come down very hard. So for a rally, it has to break that golden top band. Okay, this is a sideways channel, looks bearish, so you know, downwards move, sideways, it could come down one more time. And Kiwi is exactly the same. I gave Kiwi as a short at the break of the blue, not only blue but the red. And once the red was broken, so you can see the blue channel perfect, and now the red is broken, it's coming for a back test on the green. The initial bullish signal came when the red one was broken and the green bull flag was broken to the upside. That worked fine, and the red channel's break worked perfectly. So there is no drawbacks or something, it's just technical perfection. All right, let's have a look at the agriculturals. Coffee is out of this green giant bull flag, okay, and it out of the black, and it moved. It's coming down for a back test, The supports would be around 175. There is a gap at 170, 171 right there. There is a gap, but I don't think that gap is going to get filled. Around 175 there will be strong support. So if it comes to that level, go back to the golden top band and break it to the upside, then I think it's going to get to 200 plus again, 210 plus. Wheat is inside the, so that blue resistance, excuse me, support was broken, back tested several times, and every single touch was a short. The golden support was broken, and you can see back test, and it came down. So there is nothing bullish about wheat at the moment, apart from the blue bull flag. You can see the spike during the report, it came down. But if it does break this blue bull flag, then I think we're going to see 675 as the minimum target, which is going to be the purple top band. This is soybeans. And soybeans is testing that golden, excuse me, like that. All right, so I'm going to remove. So it's testing that red bottom band, which is a potential bull flag. And it's going to test the purple one as well. So you can see that support is holding so far, but it has to break this golden resistance for a major rally to start, at least to get to the red, maybe 1500, and then rally to 1700. But at the moment, this is not looking very, very positive. Okay, so this is corn. I'm not going to talk about corn much. Yeah, I love cocoa, obviously. The red, so the golden giant uptrend is still on. The red bull flag following the blue, the green, the red. So the red one is broken, which is a 12-year bull flag. It's broken. So I guess my guess is that the cocoa is going to double. We are at 3,000. It's going to get to 6,000 in the coming years, not months, but years. So the red bull flag, giant bull flag, is broken and back tested. The only way is up from here. All right. Sugar, I had given sugar as a bullish signal when the green resistance was broken. That was around 19. And I gave as the 25.50, I think. It touched 27 later. That golden top band was the obvious target. So this is a giant bull flag in the making. And the red broken channel was back tested. So if it wants to break properly, it has to break that golden top band at 27.50. Okay, so 27.50 you can see. But obviously, if it wants to pull back, it also can, and it would start a major pullback. So it is a very critical resistance, that golden top band. Okay. Last one on the agricultures is cotton. The cotton golden resistance is holding. That rail, perfect reversal, and the blue bottom band maybe bounce and then break to the downside would target 72. Okay, coins. Bitcoin, I had mentioned that got black top band, 3 touches, 2 touches at the bottom. This is, I gave you at 25,850 as the bottom band. It bounced right off there, and it's already 1,000 points up. Okay, $1,000 up from that black bottom band. Can it rally, come back down to the red plus black again, and then rally? So yes. And the black bull flag is perfection. Obviously, the black bull flags may also break to the downside, but my bet is that it's going to be broken to the upside. If it does break to the downside, then it's going to be horrible for Bitcoin, okay? The obvious target, if it breaks to the upside, is the blue resistance at 32,000. Ethereum, same story, that red formation, it's not a bull flag yet. The golden uptrend, so you can see the blue resistances break, and initially the green sideways channels break, back test at 1355, rally, blue bull flag, the blue resistance was broken, Now I think it's targeting the black top band eventually, but it has to stay inside this golden uptrend, okay, potential uptrend. So if we see a touch on that black plus red, excuse me, red plus golden, which is at 1675, if it gets to 1675 and we see a big bounce, I think it's going to get to 2500 minimum. Okay, Zcash is looking very bad because of all of these, the green bear flag, the red resistance rail, everything is looking quite bad. Dogecoin, it had broken the green triangle, but then it was stopped by the blue bull flag. Okay, the top band has to be broken for a major rally to start by Dogecoin, and the level for that is 9 or 10 cents minimum. If it can break 10 cents, I think there is a big upside for Dogecoin. Shiba Inu is approaching that level, that blue plus red, to start a rally off that. So you can see that red support held together with the golden. The golden was broken later on, and maybe we are seeing the formation of another red sideways channel. So there are quite a few coins here, but I'm not going to cover all of them. It's already been a long video. I hope it helps. Take care and enjoy the rest of the Sunday, guys. Bye.